prayed to be homeless and I just didn't know. Let me explain what would get somebody to do something like that. And it's not probably what you think. Have you ever asked for something and got it and then possibly got mad? Well, I definitely have. And that was a prayer. I had prayed to God to be a great father, a great provider for my kids, a leader, living financially free, just enjoying life and not stuck in the rat race, the 9 to 5. And I was in a dark place at the time. Let's go back there first before. It's important you know that before. What led up to that, okay? I was a single dad working in the chemical refineries, a father of my 2 kids. I was a single dad since like 2015. And things were going good, working in refineries. We had our schedule, our routine, working on my credit, fixing to get a house. And then that's when the pandemic hit. It turned everything around. I ended up ultimately, I ended up losing my job, losing my home, my car, and then my kids. They ended up going to their grandmother's house, and out of that depressive, dark state of mind that I was in, I was drinking and drugging, I lost everything. I was having a meltdown. I was just powerless, living in a motel, not knowing, just lost, put it that way. And that's when I cried out to God. I prayed so hard, so long, and I think I remember just falling asleep on the floor, just praying to be a better father, to be a provider, to be strong and not be fearful, to be living financially free, and just totally opposite of where I was at the time. And so I prayed that prayer out, and God definitely heard. He heard that prayer. And about 3 months after that, God opened up many doors. I ended up getting my kids back. We ended up getting a small RV, living in an RV. I got a vehicle. Things turned around so fast when God's taking part in it. And the doors to the refinery shut down on me, so I was just trying to find another avenue to survive. And that's whenever I started doing like courier service, Lyft driving, anything to pay the little rent we had and get food. My kids were at school at the time, so we're there about almost a year in that RV. And then an opportunity presented itself in Denver, Colorado. So discussing it with my kids, seeing that we were just kind of stuck and a lot of things weren't changing here, we took that offer up, and we ended up going to Denver, Colorado for about a year. Things were rough there, but we loved it, and we planned to go back. Things were going great. I ended up independent contractor as a medical courier. It was just amazing. I actually felt like heaven on earth there, and pure bliss. Seeing with the mountains, my soul, something inside of me just felt like I was at home around those mountains. It just felt so relieving that I hadn't felt my whole life here in Texas, in the Houston area. But either way, so we're there, things were going good, and then once again, they started falling apart. Then I was in a car accident that totaled out my car, which in a medical courier, you need a vehicle. So there was no other choice. I got the rental car, and me and my kids came down here back to Texas. Not having a home, we had already lost everything prior to in storage, and so we lost everything. So we're back here, and my kids ended up having to go to their grandma's house, and I ended up out here in these streets. I was in 2023. So as of 2023, I've been out here in the wilderness just being taught. It's like a classroom out here. This is God's classroom. It has been the greatest gift ever, because this is the answer to my prayer. Being out here, God, in 2023, that's when Spirit let me know, you prayed for this in a different way. I just didn't understand, is that I prayed to be a strong leader, a provider, and not be fearful. But how could I be that if I myself was living in a state of fear? And that's where I was at. But out here, this is where the transformation has taken place. And that's why the title is that I prayed to be homeless. I just didn't know it, and it didn't come to me in the way that I thought it would be. But that's how God works. He doesn't give you the easy route to get there. He makes you go through it to transform you and to let you know that it's possible. God already knows it's possible, but we have to be the ones to trust in God. And I was doing my breath work every day and meditation that I have found out about and that God's Spirit had led me to. I thought meditation and all that stuff was like, not very good or maybe dark, and it turns out it's the best thing ever. I learned that from LS Dream, this DJ that's really changed my life. Shout out LS Dream. Wim Hof is another one that I definitely have looked into, and I've been doing for the last 5 years, day for day. I have not skipped a day. And by doing that is allowed God to be leading me, and Spirit to be leading me every step of this way. I mean, the Lord has kept me safe, kept me fed. It's been rough, but like all of the material stuff was stripped away. Even my kids, I had to detach from my kids and to understand that they're on their own journey as well, and that this was necessary. I would have it no other way. Now, would I signed up for it if God would have told me it was going to happen like this? Probably not. But God got me through it, and the Spirit has just led me through it. Every step of the way. I was not alone out here at all. On the beach, when I was out there homeless on the beach, the Spirit was there with me the whole way, guiding me, and I had no clue. But whenever you get onto this, and once you make that prayer, be ready, because once you submit, you got to commit all the way, even if you don't like it and it's uncomfortable. If you trust in God, then I can't tell you what to do. But for me, in my situation, that's all I had. I had nothing else to lose, and I have nothing else to lose. I don't care what people think about me. It's just what Spirit leads me to do, and what God thinks about me now. It's the best thing ever. It's the greatest gift ever from God, and all I'm doing is doing my part. Like, if I was laying a brick down for the road for my brothers and sisters that are coming behind me, and even to trade notes with other people that have already been through this situation, I'm just doing my part. That's really what it is. Spirit let me know what I got to be doing and why I'm even doing this. On my 4th video, now Spirit just letting me know that He just wants me to share with others what I've been through, and basically my life. I don't have to have notes or anything. This is just what I've been through. And in my later videos, I'm planning on letting you know more of what I've learned, more specifically, and how I've learned it. I'm just helping. Now it's just to service, be of service to others. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. I really don't. God knows, but I don't know. But as of right now, where I need to be at all times is in the present moment, and this is where I'm at, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, led by the Spirit, doing my part. So all that stuff will come to me in a perfect time. And yeah, my kids are going through a rough time as well. I got to give credit to them because they've been through so much. I mean, we've lost everything twice. We've separated from each other twice. And that's just building them up, making them stronger as well, even though it's rough. But I'm definitely ready to get back to my kids and teach them what I've learned as well. But in due time. I'm not on my time, I'm on God's time. And I'll let God do His job, and I'll do my part. So that's how it is. I might have got off topic. I could go talking about this all day. If you've been through this, my vibe attracts your tribe. I've heard that before. So if you've been through this and you're into meditation and into awakening, and subscribe, and let's tribe up. I would love to be. It's a lonely road out here. It really is. I have nobody that I could talk to about this. Absolutely nobody. So there's a lot of time alone in the tent. And it's just me and Spirit, me and God, just teaching me, preparing me for what I have no clue. But I've learned so much. And it's totally opposite of everything I've learned the first 40 years of my life. One of the hardest parts is unlearning all the old stuff, all the old programming that you didn't even put there. It was installed by somebody else. Traumas too, even stuff that's not there to help you, which I've had to face through that. And I've did my inner healing, getting rid of those traumas, generational curses that have been along in that generation. I did all that inner work with meditation and plant medicines. It really did it. And I can only tell you what I've experienced and how it worked for me. Like, everybody's in different situations, but main thing is that I'm doing my part, and I just let other people know how I got here, who got me here, and shout out to God, glory to God, why I'm here once again. But yeah, I'm just doing my part. So either way, that's why and how I prayed to be homeless, and I just didn't know it.